What's going on? Hey, you guys, welcome back to Adventures of Ty. I'm Ty, this is my son DJ. We are back today with another excellent video. Thank you guys for watching. So today we are going to do just a follow-up, you know, a little more up close and personal with how things are going. Of course, I am here with my 3 children and my dad. We moved here to Mexico, Yucatan, Mexico, which is, honestly, people think that it's very far away, but it's really like 3 hours from where we moved from, 3-hour flight. So we moved from North Carolina to Mexico about 2 years ago, and a lot has happened. I would not change it for the world. I'm still very happy and grateful that we were able to move here to Mexico to start our new life. But of course, you know, regardless of where you live, you're still gonna have ups and downs. So we just wanted to kind of talk about that, because I know that there are a lot of families like ours, you know, with kids in different age ranges that are moving to Merida, and I know it can be difficult. It's a culture shock, getting adjusted, whether there's a language barrier or just like I said, just coming to a foreign country is a lot to handle and a lot to deal with, not only for an adult but also for children. And so I got my son here who just turned, who will be turning 19 on July 31st. So less than a month he will be 19 years. So why don't you introduce yourself and, you know, kind of talk about your experiences, life moving to Mexico.
Yeah, as she said, I am about to turn 19 and have been living here for 2 years. I'd say since we've gotten to 2 years, things have changed a lot since we moved here. Of course, our Spanish, I think, is getting better. It still needs a lot of practicing, but I feel like I'm able to understand more words and understand, at least it being written, I can understand a lot. But, and even your Spanish has been improving. I've been surprised at things she understands. But yeah, also our, I guess, kind of perspective on life, you know, has changed. When I was in the U.S., I wasn't really thinking much about the future. I was still thinking about the future, but it was kind of narrow viewed, and I didn't really think there could be much to come out of it. I say since being here, I've been, I've had a lot of opportunities, and I've met a lot of people, and just done things that I never really imagined in the U.S.
Good. So, like, I know prior to moving to Mexico, of course, we lived together in a very small house. It was a little trailer. It was pretty comfortable. I would say for us, it was just the 4 of us at the time. But my mom, she did unfortunately pass away, and so my dad moved in with us. It was very tight because of, you know, my own personal financial situations. I wasn't really able to move into anything else, so we kind of just bared with it for quite a while, a few years. And so in that household, you would think, you know, with it being so tight and all of us kind of on top of each other, that we would have a pretty open communication and relationship, but we really didn't. In that house, you know, a lot happened, a lot was missed, you know, with him growing up and in school and things like that. You know, I really wasn't aware of what was going on in the house, and I felt like I didn't really have a good bond with my kids. And so, you know, talk about how, or if you feel that you have opened up since moving to Mexico and being, are really having more access to me, and spending more time with your sisters. How has that been since moving?
That's a great question, Ty.
Really?
I think, yeah, like I said, a lot has changed. I know when we were in the U.S., we didn't really talk really as much, and same with my sisters. I know a lot was going on with them that I wasn't there for just because of my own things I was going through. And yeah, at the time I felt like I couldn't really communicate because we were so parted off, I guess. And yeah, I guess since coming here, since we've been all, in the same house, and you've been here more with working, and I guess kind of because we're all just kind of stuck here together, in one country, that it's like only us, and I know that it's only us, so yeah. And I've been able to communicate more and talk about how I feel, and yeah, and grow more of a bond with my sisters. And even Papa, special guest, I've learned a lot about him since being here, and like the person that he is, which is I'm grateful for.
I think so as well. I think our relationship is much better, much stronger. I can remember, when I honestly probably didn't even see you for days at a time, really. Because, of course, when I got up to go to work, we were kind of just missing each other. So he would be going to school, I would be going to work. By the time he got out of school, he went straight to his room. I got out work, and things were hectic. And so we would, there was no communication at all. And I'm so thankful that here we are also making forth an effort with each other. But I'm able to see and be here more, and so I'm not missing those, those very important moments in life because I have a lot more availability here in Mexico. And what else? How about making friends and things like that? How would you say that has been, especially with us coming here and not, knowing the language? How do you think it's been for you as, you moved here when you turned 16, or no, you turned 17. So moving here at 17, how has that been for you as a young adult, making friends and things?
It's been good. I'd say it's a different experience because, well, maybe it's because people from here, I don't want to sound racist, but because people here have different culture, different beliefs, different, way they were raised. So it's a lot different. People I feel are more welcoming, like accepting you into their group. It's still hard to fully get, in an inner circle, I guess, or close friends because of the language. But since not knowing it, I made a lot of friends. I even did find, I don't know what to call it.
Let's talk about that. So
She wants to talk.
I'm gonna pass it back to you. I'll set it up for you. So I know, of course, we've been here for 2 years, and so we met so many amazing people. And of course, he's at that age where, he is dating, and so that has been, I think it's been a good thing. He did have a few dates and girlfriends back in the United States. But here it is a lot different, and in life, of course, you go through relationships, and you also go through heartbreak as well. And so I believe here in Mexico, because we have that open relationship, I'm so thankful for that. I was able to we were actually able to kind of help each other through, heartbreak. Of course, I had met someone, Theo, that I spoke about in my previous video. We had a great relationship. He met DJ, he met the whole family, and I really fell in love. And once he passed away, that was heartbreaking. And I remember just being so thankful that my kids were able to be there to support me. I would, especially DJ. We had a lot of talk, about how that felt, and how I was going to get through it. And I'm thankful that I was able to kind of be there for him as well through his relationship. Won't you share with everyone, your experiences here with your first relationship in Mexico?
That was a good response, dog. My relationship, it was weird because, it being different cultures, but it felt really normal. It didn't feel like I knew I was, talking to a Mexican, but it felt normal, yeah. But yeah, things are different, like culture-wise, the food, the music, the dancing, a lot of differences, but they're good differences because you're able to learn different things. But the relationship, it was really good. For 7 months, not that long, but it was a decent amount of time.
It was almost 7 months. You met her around the same time that I met Theo. It was back in October of last year. So October 2024. You met her and formed a very, very strong relationship.
And things were going good, but
talk about some of the stuff that y'all did,
well, she had her friends, and they were into art, music, stuff like that, and I guess because of the school they went to, it was easier to do events for things. So her friends had art exhibits that we went to. It was honestly really cool. It was I guess people in their school, they put up the art, and decent amount of people were there and all that. Another friend, they did music, so they had a full concert, like a band. And she did dancing, so I went to a couple of dancing performances. Arts, very nice. I don't know. It was a good time. I feel I know I learned a lot, just off of everything, where I want to be and the things I want, for my future, and I learned a lot. That's what meeting people is for, trying new things, getting out there, coming to Mexico, trying new things. I'm sorry.
So in that relationship, of course, recently y'all went y'all separate ways. Talk about that and how it was for you. Just talking, breaking that news and the after. Talk about that.
Great question, Ty. Serious question.
So the wind is blowing our little door. It's a swing door. The wind is blowing in. I like to keep my windows and doors open when the wind, is when it's nice weather to keep that fresh air coming through. So that's what you do. So excuse me. All right, go ahead.
So breaking the news was hard. Well, to her at first. Well, it wasn't, planned, but when it happened, I was heartbroken. My heart hurt. I cried. I shed some tears, and I was like, well, this is it. So and I wanted to tell my mom, of course, but at the time I couldn't. So, but that was only for like some hours. So in those hours, then I'm like, hello, mama. Do you want to walk to the store? And we walk. No, we get in the Uber, and then we walk back.
Yeah.
And then I tell her, my mama. And I cry. And she was there for me, which I'm really happy for. Like she said, when you were in your heartbreak, I think I was there. Thing. And she was there for me. It was like we had our bonding moment. But I was very hurt. Then I told my sisters, because
Yeah, they met her as well. They went to some of the performances. So, that was difficult for him, for me, for his sisters, because we really liked her. But like I had told you, life goes on, and then you'd be thankful for the relationship that you had, thankful for the experiences. Everything is a learning experience, and you find a way to move on. Exactly.
Push on.
Exactly.
Strive to do better.
Absolutely. So.
All them posters.
The great thing about moving here is that we have built a strong bond as a family that we did not have in the United States. And so I'm thankful that, through these, difficult times, through life, we have this foundation that we have built here in Mexico. And I just pray that it continues, pray that we are continued to, grow together, learn about, more, and learn about this beautiful country that we live in, being able to take it all in, and, continue to support each other. Talk about your music, how is that going?
Good question, Ty. Well, I don't know. I believe that there are opportunities and possibilities always in the future. So I don't know where my life will lead. But I think for my music, I know in the U.S. That there was more people making music, doing the same things I were doing, like saying, things, music. So I think it was a little easier to, kind of build that collection of people, just like doing the same thing and like coming together and doing that. Here, I think it's kind of harder because no one's really like doing the same music. There's a lot of people doing music, but it's being there. So I think here is still a lot of opportunities, though. I know there's a lot of people coming here that are doing music.
Yeah.
And a lot of people, like I said, that are doing music, and it's another opportunity to make music with Spanish music, just different,
Absolutely. I think that you are correct. There are so many people coming to Mexico, coming to Merida, Mexico, and with their families, children or kids of all ages. And so I know a lot of these parents are watching my channel, and I know you got a lot of kids, with different age ranges. My son, he's not a part of, I know that there is a group here. He's not a part of the group. He just kind of does his own thing. But I think you would be open to meeting, kids your age, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So if you call me Ty one more time, we have problems. If there are kids his age that want to hang out here in Mexico, definitely do that. He has met some Spanish people here as well, or Mexican people. I'm sorry, he has met some Mexican friends here.
Yeah.
And but not really any American kids, other than the families that we've helped. He has met some kids his age through that. But other than that, there's not like a group or anything that he's a part of. So if y'all trying to, get up with DJ, give them your information, tell them your YouTube channel, your Instagram, all that stuff, so y'all can hook up, do the thing, all that stuff.
I don't have nothing
You don't have no social media platform?
Add me on my Gmail, savagetheboat@gmail. Are you gonna cut that out?
I don't know what it is. You have to spell it out, because when I edit this video, you got
Savage the boat.
So
Add me on my Gmail.
add him on your Gmail, on his Gmail. What else? Anything else you want to talk about, son?
First, I want to say that being here has really opened me up to a lot. I don't know. But a lot of possibilities and things to see. I mean, it's very different here, so it takes a long time to get used to it. Not a long time, but a decent amount of time. Just for everything, because it is hot and there is Spanish and bugs. And it's just a different place. But it's really nice.
How do you get around?
You let me talk.
I'm sorry. I'm just thinking of questions out there.
It's really nice. The weather is pretty, except for when it's hot. It's easy to get around.
Talk about, your experiences catching the bus and all that stuff.
I was about to say all of that.
Okay, good.
It's good getting around. No free transportation, but cheap transportation. We have the bus from Cancun to Merida. It's less than $2?
Yeah, so to catch
For
a
a
bus, it's
person.
like 20 pesos. So
16 pesos to catch a
16
bus.
pesos, I'm sorry. So I don't have my phone right, so y'all do the math.
But and it takes you to the city, and from there you catch another bus to go to the beach.
Yep, if you wanted to catch a bus to go to the beach, to Progreso Beach, you can go to
a lot of places.
There's
You
a
can
lot
go
of
everywhere.
beaches here as well.
And you can go, there's also the other buses that glow, in the middle. I'm pretty sure those are more the city buses
Yeah.
that take you around more in Merida. It saves on Ubers. 'Cause Ubers are Ubers. But the bus isn't bad.
I think we've gotten around very well without a car for the last 2 years. There are lots of transportation options. As you stated, the bus, Ubers. There is a thing called Didi rides as well as InDrive. We kind of shuffle through those because sometimes you find a better deal through those apps. It is very similar to Uber. So for instance, InDrive, you're able to kind of negotiate your price or rate for your trip within that app, and a lot of times we get some very good deals through that. We also take taxis, which are like the little motorbikes, and we can get on those. Sometimes with the Uber, we go with the small one, which is up to 4 people. It's 5 of us. So sometimes with the Uber, they'll let us, slide on up in there. We try to hurry up and get in all together like a little clown car. I'm like, hurry up, Alice, sit on my lap before they say something, because it is supposed to be 4. A lot of times they'll let us go ahead and ride, but there have been times where they're like, no, only 4 people, and we got to all get out and call another ride, and that's when sometimes that InDrive will come in handy. But with the taxis or the motorbikes, all of us can fit on that thing. We load up. Sometimes we'll get everybody, in there, and me and DJ will be standing up on the sides, riding down the street in these little motorbikes, but they're called taxis. Of course, our good old feet, left and right. That is very free transportation. When it's not hot, we do walk, and yeah. So yeah, it's easy to get around without a car, if y'all are wondering. What else, dude?
It's going. We didn't want to stop there. Transportation.
Oh my goodness. So yeah, life is good. I think I'm so proud of my son, his growth. I'm proud of the relationship that he has with his sisters. He spends a lot of time with them. He takes them out. They went to the zoo recently. He took them out, just him. And they caught the bus to the zoo. They hung out there, had a good time, came back. Everything good. And that makes me proud. Well, okay. They got there and the zoo was closed, but they still had a good time. You figured out some other stuff to do. And y'all got back home safe and sound, and it was a really good time. You said y'all, even though it was closed, y'all still had a good time, right?
We got boba.
Oh, when y'all went and got boba?
We got boba.
I wasn't there, so I don't know.
We were going to a dance, and then we got boba.
Yeah. So they get around pretty good, just, on their own. And I have no, concerns for their safety or anything like that. No, they can go to the mall and hang out. There are tons of malls here.
Go to the beach by ourselves?
Honestly, I probably would. You're old enough now that you could get there with your sisters. Honestly, I would be okay with y'all doing that. You've already gone to Merida plenty of times. So, and there, like I said, there are different beaches. There is a Progreso Beach. There is Chicxulub, Celestune. There's a lot of different beaches that you can travel to, and the bus will take you there. So yeah.
Guys, life is great. It's nice here. The weather is finally decently kind of cooling down.
Yeah.
It's nice and green.
Yeah, we have things that would have been a lot more difficult for us in the United States. We have a very nice big house. Every room has its own bathroom. He has a little balcony in his room as well. You got your own little ensuite. Only thing you missing is like a little refrigerator and a stove. Leave me alone. We got a nice little pool. It's very nice and comfortable here, and we like it. We're still happy. I wouldn't change it for anything.
Yeah, guys. So It was nice talking to you, Miss Ty.
Thank you so much for sitting down and talking with me today, son. Like I told him, I think it's important for, even though we talk and have these conversations, I think it's important for, you know, you guys out there to see that, you know, we're just normal people. We go through life. We try to enjoy life here in Mexico, and we just want to share with, you know, viewers out there who are either thinking about coming here or are already here, or just want to know, you know, what it's like moving out of the country, you know, with your whole entire family. Everybody's experience is different. Some people come here and they are able to, you know, thrive. Some people come here and, you know, they experience challenges and it doesn't work out. I think either way it goes, moving and, you know, stepping outside of the box, it is difficult. But if you're able to do it, just making that step, that's awesome. That shows that, you know, you have the drive, and you have the will, and, you know, to push yourself, and you should be able to, you know, get through it. So.
Oh yeah, guys, if you haven't noticed, but I'm bald.
Yes.
Yeah, the elephant in the room. Yeah, guys. I decided to restart my journey. So, cause I bleached some of it, not now, but before, and I just wanted to get those parts out. So now we wait again until it grows. It's like keeping my I don't know, you know, my progress. So like next video you're like, oh, it's getting longer.
Yeah.
In the year you're like, oh, I remember that video. It was short, now it's long.
Yeah. I was shocked when he cut his hair.
Shocked.
We were all shocked. I think we all have gone through some changes. You cut your hair, I cut my hair.
Didn't you cut your hair?
Yes, you don't ask no questions. You know I cut my dang hair. So I was going through some stuff. You know how you go through some stuff and you just look in the mirror and you just like, oh my gosh. And I literally just took some scissors and started cutting. I cut, and then I was like, you know what? Might as well make it even. I didn't have you know, clippers or anything, so I took a little little shaving blade and I went through and like literally scalped myself. Like they was worried. DJ was like, "Mommy, should I be worried?" But you know, it was kind of like I don't know, just peeling off those layers of, you know, whatever. And it was a new start for me, and my hair is thankfully growing back.
Oh, yeah.
Very nice and healthy, can't you say? Yes, you know, I'm in that growth spurt, and so we've all been through, you know, those little moments and where we just want to just start anew, and that's okay.
Cut off her hair.
Yeah, we cut off our hair, we keep it moving. Life is good. I think that's a wrap. And thank you, son, for sharing your life. Look for more videos. He has his channel as well. He's gonna start posting some videos for y'all to check out. He has his music going on. Definitely gonna be posting possibly some music on my channel, just kind of showcase your work. But yeah, thank y'all so much for watching. Y'all have a wonderful rest of y'all Sunday, and